This is a 25-minute Yin Yoga class. This is perfect for you if you are stiff at all, if you have any lower back pain, if your hips need a little opening, or just a general stretch and release. We'll start on our mat in a seated position and come into our breath. So when you are ready, close down your eyes and begin to bring your awareness into your breath, taking a few nice, full, elongated inhales and exhales. And feel your body begin to relax and soften. Feel your sits bones rooting down through the ground or the floor. Allowing your mind to soften and relax as well. We're going to start on our back today. So go ahead and lay all the way down on your mat. Both legs out long. Your arms can be by your sides. Your eyes can be opened or closed. And take a couple breaths here as well. Really bringing your awareness into your body, the position that it's in right now, this moment. And the stillness of the moment as well too. We're going to start by bringing our right knee in towards your chest. And as you pull your right knee up towards your chest and your forehead, extend out long through your left leg. Flex the foot of your left foot, or flex your left foot. And create a pushing and pulling action with both legs. So you're pushing away with your left foot as you're pulling up through your right leg. You can bring your right knee out towards your armpit for a couple breaths, opening your right hip even more. And then bring it back to center. Extend long through your right leg and we'll switch sides. So pulling up through your left leg, your knee comes towards your chest. Extend out long through your right leg, pushing away with that right leg as you pull up with your left. And keeping your breath going as well. You can move that left knee out towards your armpit just slightly to open your hip even more for a couple breaths. And then bring it back to center and extend out long through your left leg. Bring your right knee back in towards your chest and then extend that foot up towards the sky or the ceiling. With your hands either behind your thigh, your calf, or maybe even your fingers at your foot or your toes, begin to bring that right leg towards you, finding a nice good stretch in your right hamstring. In this position as well, create that pushing and pulling feeling where you are gently pulling that front leg towards your torso as you are pushing your left leg and heel out away from you. You can bring your belly button in towards your lower back here, activating your core, which will help you steady and balance this position as well. And allow your breath to bring a feeling of relaxation into your system. Now just gently and only a little bit, send your right leg over towards the left, finding a stretch in that IT band in your right leg, so that space on the outer side of your right leg. You can use your left fingers to grab either your toes or calf or thigh, helping that leg go over towards the left just slightly. You'll know when it's enough as you will feel the stretch in your leg. Your right arm can extend out towards the side for balance. And keep your steady breath. Slowly and gently bring that leg back to center. Hug it in towards your torso. And then again, either grabbing your calf, your thigh, or maybe your toes, allow your right leg to open out towards the right, going just as far as what is comfortable for you. And engage your left leg here for balance. You can even extend your left arm out towards the side if that helps as well too. Only go as far as what your body is ready for today. We never want to push or force our body into a position. Instead, we want to gently encourage it towards the position we are desiring, knowing its stopping point. Gently bring that leg back to center and then extend your right leg out long. We will do the other side. So bring your left leg up towards the sky. Hug it in towards your chest and your hands either on your thigh, your calf, or your toes. Create that pushing and pulling sensation between your legs. Maybe a slight activation in your lower belly. And as you inhale, lengthen through that leg. As you exhale, maybe softening a little bit deeper into the stretch. It's totally okay to have a slightly bent knee here as well. That actually can help you in creating flexibility in your hamstring if your hamstrings are tight. Begin to soften that left leg over towards the right, just gently. Maybe extending your left arm out towards the side. And then using the strength of that leg and your core, bring your leg back to center. Switch hands and allow your left leg to open towards the left. Only you know what is best for your body in this moment. Part of yoga is learning how to listen to your own body and give it what it is needing and stop when it gives you the cues to lessen any position that you are in. Slowly come back up to center. Bring that leg in towards your torso. And then bring both knees up in towards your chest. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Round yourself into a little ball. Unwind, send both legs straight up towards the sky or the ceiling. Roll out your ankles. And make your way into a happy baby. So your hands are on the outside of your feet as your elbows are on the inside of your knees. Just a very gentle pull down on your feet. It's more so gravity that is bringing your legs towards the side. And this is a great hip opener. So feel free to rock side to side if that feels good for you. And it helps get into the hip joints a little bit more. Plus, it's also just kind of fun. And then release, extending both legs up long again. And straighten out through your left leg. Your right knee comes in towards your chest. And we're going to cross that right knee over towards the left, coming into a supine twist. You may want to take your left hip and scoot it over towards the right just slightly so you stay centered. Your right arm will extend out long towards the side as you're gazing over your right fingertips. This really helps with bringing a gentle twist to the spine, releasing the muscles that go up and down our spine and in our back, and can help create a little bit of space in between the vertebrae in the lower back as well. So if you are someone who suffers from any kind of back pain, lower back pain, this is a great position for you. Come back to center, bring your right knee in towards your chest, give it a hug, and extend your leg out long. Bring your left knee in towards your chest, give it a hug, and then cross your left knee over towards the right for supine on this side. Your left arm can extend out long towards the side. Do your best to keep both shoulders on the mat if you're able to. If you're not, that's okay too. And keep your breath nice and slow inhales and easy exhales. And go ahead and come back to center. Bring both knees in towards your chest, forehead towards your knees one more time. Squeeze into a tight little ball. And release. Soles of your feet come to the mat, knees up. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, flex your right foot, and you're going to place your right foot over your left thigh or left knee for a figure 4 position. Either stay right here with the sole of your left foot down on the mat, or if you would like more of a stretch, bring those legs towards your torso. You can use your hands either on that left knee or left thigh to help you do so. You will feel a good stretch in your right hip. Do your best to keep your shoulders down on the mat here as well. In these deeper postures, really use your breath to help you gain in flexibility, but also to help you release and soften any muscles that are tight or tense. Gently release and extend your right leg out long. Squeeze the muscles in that right leg, and then bring your knees together again. We'll do the other side. So left knee comes in towards your chest, flex that foot and place it over your right knee or thigh. Either stay there or bring your legs up towards your torso. So as you inhale, imagine you are sending air to any tight muscles that you have. Feeling that air circulate throughout every cell in your body, bringing in vital oxygen to your cells. And then as you exhale, imagining a releasing feeling, a softening. And this is when you might go a little bit deeper into your stretch. Gently begin to unwind, send your knees up towards the sky, and we're going to windshield wiper our legs from side to side. So just dropping your legs or your knees over towards the left, and then the right, and back to the left, and to the right. This is also great for your lower back. Extend both legs out long, both arms go up towards the top of your mat. Stretch all the way from the tip of your toes to your fingers. And then bring your legs over towards the right, as well as your arms over towards the right, coming into a half moon position. Feeling a stretch along the left side of your body. And then make your way back to center, and we'll switch and do the other side. So legs go over towards the left and arms go over towards the left as well, feeling a nice stretch along the right side of your body. Make your way back to center. Bend your knees. And go ahead and make your way up into a seat. And then roll yourself over into a hands and knees tabletop position. We're going to do a couple cat-cows. So as you inhale, lower your belly, sit bones up and back. And then as you exhale, round through your spine, belly button comes in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Go ahead and do a couple rounds on your own, syncing your breath with your movement, creating a little movement through your spine, creating space in the vertebrae, and some movement in the muscles of your spine that we don't typically get throughout the day. Go ahead and tuck your toes and then send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here as well. Feel the elongation through your spine. This is also another wonderful posture for your back and your lower back, creating space in the vertebrae, and also for stretching your hamstrings. On an inhale, raise your right leg up towards the sky. And then exhale, bend the knee, send it forward, coming into a pigeon pose. Square your hips forward. Your left leg goes out long. And then on an exhale, maybe hinging forward over that front leg. If there is any pain in your knee or your hip, do adjust into a position that works better for you. We do not want any pain to be coming in our joints. You can put a block underneath that right hip to help prop you up if that is needed. And if you would like even more of a stretch in this position, you can bring your left arm through and under your right armpit to increase the stretch in your right hip. Really use your breath in these deeper postures. Begin to unwind, lift yourself back up, tuck your back toes, lift your knee, plant your hands, step yourself back into a plank, and then your downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. And then on an inhale, left leg goes up long, exhale, bend the knee, and we'll do pigeon on this side. So that front leg comes forward, right leg goes back long. Keep the hips square towards the front of your mat. And on an exhale, maybe hinging forward over that front leg. Always taking note where your body is at today. Your right hip might have been more open than this side. So taking note where you are at and listening to your individual body and tuning into what it needs today. If you'd like that deeper stretch on this side as well, send your right arm out long towards the left underneath your left armpit. And begin to lift yourself back up off that front leg, tuck your back toes, lift yourself into a plank, and then your downward facing dog. Feel the stretch through your hamstrings. Maybe you feel that your hips are a little bit more open now. Come down to your knees and then over onto a seat with your right leg long and that left knee bent with your left foot around your right thigh or right knee. On an exhale, hinge forward over your front leg for another hamstring stretch. Imagine your chest is going towards your toes, which helps you keep a flat back as much as possible. We want to be hinging from our hips instead of folding from our lower back. When we hinge from our hips, we take any strain off of our back and are actually able to create some space in between the vertebrae of our back, while getting into the hamstring a little bit more. So if you notice that you are folding more from your lower back than your hips, maybe bend that knee just slightly and work on creating flexibility through that hamstring, and that will allow you to hinge at your hips a little bit more. So go ahead and switch sides. So your left leg is now long, the right knee is bent with your right foot towards your left thigh, and hinge at your hips, fold forward. Again, you can bend your knee here. That will help you get into your hamstring if it is tight. The more that you flex that straight leg foot, the more you will feel the stretch in your hamstring. And this is also a hip opener as well. So do your best with that bent knee. If you need to put either a block or pillow underneath your knee to help support it, definitely go ahead. And bring yourself back up to a seat. And then lower yourself back down onto your back. Knees can be up towards the sky or ceiling. And then we're going to bring our knees in towards our chest again. Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Create that little ball, maybe a rock side to side. Lower your head down. And then make your way into a reclined butterfly position. So the soles of your feet are together, your knees open wide towards the side. If you need support underneath your knees, go ahead and put a block or a pillow. Your arms can be by your sides. Go ahead and close down your eyes. Take a few breaths. Allow your body to take in all of what movement and opening that you just did. Allow it to integrate, sink in. Feel an opening and a softness throughout your body. And take a few rounds of nice, full, deep breaths here. And breathing in air, breathing in life, letting it filter through your body, and exhaling out anything that is no longer needed, cleaning, clearing. Feel free to stay in this position to close out your practice, or you can straighten your legs out into your Shavasana. Allow yourself to fully relax here for a few moments. And take a few rounds of deep breath. And feel free to pause the video to take a longer Shavasana if you would like. Otherwise, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to the mat, bend your knees, and make your way back into a seated position. And keeping your eyes closed, take a full inhale, and clearing exhale. May our thoughts, our words, and our actions always be kind, true, and from the heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this Yin Yoga class, and I will see you in the next video. If you found this helpful and you know someone else who would find it helpful as well too, please share this video with them.